My name is Jiovani and I'm a missionary in Mexico. I do a lot of things. I'm a worship leader in my church. My parents are pastors and I work with them. And I also work as a translator for mission teams and I teach music in Mexico. I met him 7 years ago through a missionary that was called Paul Gonzalez. He just passed away. And they wanted to do a clinic down there in Mexico and see how it worked. So I went there as a translator, actually, and my family too. We partnered with the ministry. We had a clinic. I don't remember the exact location, but we had a clinic, and there was this lady, a very young lady. She came with her dad. She was, I think, 9 years old. And it was the last day of the clinic. We were already packing up. We were ready to leave. But she came because she couldn't see. She had a very strong prescription. She needed a very strong prescription. And she was not able to see anymore with the pair of glasses that she had. So the dad wanted us to give her a pair of glasses. But since we were close, it was really hard. And we had to go through Brother Paul. We had to go through different people to have some agreement so she could get a pair of glasses and she could be measured. And we couldn't measure her because her vision was so bad. But we had the strongest pair that we had. I think it was a plus 13 reader. So we gave her those pair of glasses, and it was the only one. It was the strongest one, and that's the one that worked for her. It's not only the people that come to the clinic. It's been churches, it's been pastors that have been blessed, not just with glasses. Families have been touched, families have been changed, restored, the family, the love in the family, restored marriages. A lot of people coming to Christ, leaving the alcohol, leaving the drugs. Some people, they were just basically blind, and now they had a second opportunity to see again. Yes, it's not just the glasses. There's so much more behind the glasses. There's people involved who are very blessed. There are families, there are pastors, there are churches who are blessed, and the ministry itself, it's being blessed, and so many people are praying for this ministry to grow. Some people just think that it's the glasses, but there's so much more background, so much more before we get the glasses, and so much more after the glasses are given. Because once the glasses are given, the pastors have to do the follow-up, and after a few months, we get a feedback from the pastors, and we can hear so many amazing stories from the families, and how the families were changed, how they were restored, and how God is doing his work in those people. The last feedback that we just heard from the last clinic that we had was that the pastor was having 5 families coming to his church, and it has been less than 2 months that we had the clinic. And not just that, the church, the members of the church, they have had an awakening. There's an awakening happening right now. The members of the church are working together. They're working in harmony now. The clinic allowed them to work together as a team and to have the same mind. So now they are more connected. They are closer with each other. It has opened to me so many doors. If it weren't because of Vision 316, I wouldn't be speaking to you guys right now. And God has opened me doors to be able to share what God has done in Mexico and in our family, also with our church. So it's not just me, it involves my whole family serving with Ministry Vision 316. There is a lot of need in Mexico, but not just the need. We all know that there is a lot of violence, that there is a lot of that it's a third world country, But you can never imagine how much you can change one person's life by giving them a used pair of glasses. Their marriage can be restored. Love is back in the family. In the church draws. So there's a whole lot more than just glasses, than just giving away glasses. It's a blessing for the people who receive them, and it's a life-changing experience for the people who go there and attend and see in person what God can do in an eyeglasses clinic. We need people in Mexico that are volunteer. God needs their skill, and God wants to bless you. And God can bless you through this ministry. If you join this ministry, you can use your skills, not just giving away eyeglasses, but you can do blood pressure, you can check the blood sugar, you can cut hair. There are so many skills that you can use to serve God through this ministry. And if you know that God has called you to serve Him with your skill, with your experience, and you know that God is calling you very deep in your heart, you better be obedient, because God wants to bless you. The real purpose of doing a clinic is not just to give away eyeglasses, is to share the gospel through the eyeglasses. The eyeglasses, it's just a tool to bring people to the community, but what we are interested in is that everybody who comes to the clinic can hear the gospel and come to Christ. I have seen a whole family being changed by only one pair of used glasses. A person came to the clinic, she accepted Jesus, and she wanted the pastor to visit her family. And during the follow-up visits, the whole family accepted Jesus. So God restored the life and the love in that family. They were hurt for some experiences that they had in the past, and now they are starting a mission church in that location where the family is. We have seen 10 that we know of, 10 up to 12 churches that have been planted in different locations because of the eyeglasses clinics. In Mexico, there's a lot of witchcraft, there's a lot of alcoholism, drugs. So with those churches planted in those locations, God is going to change the whole community.